How to sell a product. It's a very important topic. I am Manukul, motivational speaker and success coach. Any product, whatever you want to sell, that has 4 components in it. It may be pharmaceutical product, it may be FMCG, it may be OTC product, it may be services, it may be software products. But every sale process has 4 components. The first is the person who is selling the product. The second is the product itself. The third component, the most important component is customer. And the last component is the sales process. So today we are going to talk about how we can start the sales process. So the first thing that the person I would like to talk here. The person, it is not necessary to be a postgraduate in management. Anybody can sell anything. Even by birth we are sales profession. We are selling every point in our life. Sometimes we sold to our parents. Sometimes we sold ourselves to the teachers. Sometimes we sold to ourselves to our friends. So every time we are selling something. So the person is not that he is from graduate or postgraduate from management colleges are going to be the super successful salesperson. Even ordinary person can also become a salesperson. And history is full of the examples that all ordinary people has scaled up to that level. But one thing that is very important in salesperson, that he should love the profession. He has flair for this profession. He must love traveling. He must love meeting with the different kind of people. He must love the sales proceed. He must love his product, whatever he is selling. And the most important thing, he must know the process of the sales. He must know the people's skill. These are the things that is very important in that person. If you love your profession, if you have flair for this profession, if you have learned the people's skill, if you can work 24 hours, because selling profession is not 9 to 5 job, it is a 24-hour profession. So if you have these type of qualities in you, then you are in a right profession. Then the second component is the product. Again, here I am not going to talk in detail about the product, because you know that in which department, which area you are working. But one thing I would like to advise you, that 100% knowledge and the product knowledge will make you a good sales profession. Even 99% is also not going to help you. So if you want to become a super salesperson, if you want to become successful in sales profession, so the first thing that you know yourself, and the second thing, you must know about the product. Every pros and cons, everything. And it is very easy now, because you are in internet age. So every question and every answer is available in internet. So you can learn. You cannot depend upon the product team of your company. If you cannot depend upon only the training provided by the companies. So every day you can enhance your product knowledge. Your encyclopedia of the product is in your pocket, in your smartphone. So keep on learning every day. So now you learn that who is the person and what is the product. So now comes the customer. That is very important part, because only person and product is not going to complete the sales process. Someone is selling, but someone is available for buying. So today I am going to talk about in detail about how you are meeting with the customer and how you are behaving with your customer, how you are going with your customer. So the first thing you must understand it, that the customer is God. You are dependent upon your customer. So today I am going to talk about the pharmaceutical sales, because I have 30 years of experience in pharmaceutical selling. So, and it is not a big difference between pharmaceutical sale and OTC sale or FMCG sale or even service sale. Every sales process has same formula or same principle of selling. It is only the difference of customers. So in pharmaceutical sales, there are 3-4 customers. The first customer is doctor, the second customer is chemist, the third customer is stockist. That you know it better. But I would like to add 2-3 customers more here. The doctor's staff, the nursing home staff, that is also your customer. Then chemist staff, that is also your customer. Then a stockist staff, that is also your customer. So you have 5-6 customers in your hand now. So now you do one thing, that before entering into the communication level with your customer, you must have a prepared customer list. There are 2 types of customer list. One, that customer list is given by the company. Suppose you are entering into this profession, you are very new to this profession and you got a doctor list. I would like to advise you, don't believe on that doctor list. You just see the doctor list. It may take 15 days time. So you prepare your doctor list with your hands. Then you have confidence on your customers, that you are knowing your customer. Now you have prepared your customer list. So now you have a visit plan, that today I am going to meet my customer number 1, so and so. So what you do in the doctor's chamber? What will you do? There are 2 types of communication. One that is provided by the company while you were in the training program. So what you do, you have a visual aid, you have a bag. So you enter into the doctor's chamber and you started, good morning sir, I am so and so from this company, and you started blah 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 blah, vomiting all the products, all the knowledge, whatever you gained in the training. Rather you have verbalized it, memorized it, and you have vomited it. If you are doing this type of visit, then the doctor will understand your capacity and your quality as a sales profession, and he is not going to prescribe your product. You please note it down. 95% of the medical representative or salesperson in pharmaceutical business, they don't get success only because they don't use their brain. You are a salesperson, you love this profession, you know your products. So your company has given some training and the basic training, so now don't depend upon it. In classroom training in doctor's chamber, there is a 100% different exposure. So what you do, when you are entering into the doctor's chamber, you must communicate differently. How you will communicate? There are 2 types of communication. One is dialogue and one is monologue. So monologue is not very good in sales profession. I will just say it is rubbish to talk in monologue. Even politicians are not talking in monologue today's world. You might have seen Narendra Modi, he always involves the audience. So a better communicator always involves his customer. How will you involve? There are only 2 ways. One, you ask questioning. You ask knowing about the customer. So for that, what you will do, you start open-ended questions. Like example, good morning sir, how do you do? How do you do is not open-ended question. How do you do is a closed-ended question. He will say, I am fine. He may not say anything. He may even smile. But you don't leave it here. So again, you just put a question that will be open-ended question. Sir, I have, and I will appreciate you if you could please tell me that are you happy with the product you are prescribing in these symptoms, in these disease? Let him make a speaker and you just become a listener. The second way of communicating, sir, I will appreciate your gesture if you kindly enlighten me about this product, because you are the professor of medical college. Sir, I have a problem on these areas. So again, make him a professor, because he loves to talk. You can also ask a question, open-ended question, by putting a question like this: sir, can you tell me the doses of this, because I am a bit confused about doses. So you have to probe him, you have to ask open-ended question to get the information about the prescription he is writing, the product he is writing, and the second, the knowledge about the product of your doctor, of the customer. And the customer also will express many things from where you can just catch hold on it. When you are closing the sale, you place closed-ended question. Sir, considering the situation, considering all the facts about this product, sir, are you willing to prescribe some another product? Are you in a position to try some new product? Sir, are you willing to know about some new product? Here in closed-ended question, what will happen? He has to say only yes or no. And now the ball is in your hand, so you start talking about your product. Sir, this is my product, which is this benefit, then doses, then all the competitors' advantage and everything that you can go and ask. And here you don't ask for the prescription, you give the sample. Sir, I would like that you should try on few cases, and I am sure that you will get. In our next visit, we will just evaluate it, whether we deserve your prescription or not. So always try to put it 80% and 20%. That is a Pareto law. 80% let the doctor and your customer so to speak, 20% only you speak. So what will happen? The doctor will understand while communicating with you that you deserve prescription, you deserve sales. He will be very happy in interacting with you. So in real sales process, a salesperson must mix up open-ended and closed-ended questions. But one cautious point and one caution I would like to here submit you, that you don't try to interrogate the doctor. This customer and person's communication should be in a very rather friendly way, so that he should not understand that you are trying to know the knowledge of the doctor, you are trying to know many things about him. So you please be careful about when you are interacting with your customer. So by this way, you can be in a driver's seat, and next visit you will be in a position to get the customer's support. One more thing I would like to advise you, that after the call, you must write it everything what you have talked to your customer, to your doctor. Okay, what questions you were raised, what he answered, what questions you raised, what he answered. And again, when you are having some time to analyze these question answer session, you will automatically know and you will clearly understand how far you are with the doctor's support, how far you are away with the doctor's prescription. And I am sure that if you are dealing your customer in this way, you will be a super salesperson in your career. Not only as a sales representative, but when you get elevation, when you get promotions, you will become manager. Again, your customers, you will talk in that way, and you will become a super sales professional. So thank you, my dear friends, for watching this video, and kindly give me your feedback whether this effort, whatever I am making, to interact with you is helping you in converting your customers in a sales proceed. So thank you, and never forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Goodbye.